Hey, Boom, we haven't started yet.
What do you mean?
It's been 10 seconds. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
You said we're starting right now, and then you just clicked the button, and nobody said
Man,
anything.
did you just really ruin my whole intro?
Yes.
Dang you.
Continue your intro.
Hey, guys, this is Baka-Talk. Anyways, well, I just messed myself up.
That's
Frick you, Weez.
Hey, you can edit it in
I can't
post.
edit this. Say, guys, welcome to Baka-Talk. I am Sir Boom. I'm joined by my co-host, Pyrolis,
I am Pyrolis this.
and our partial guest, Weez.
I'm a partial guest?
Yeah, you skip every other episode. So.
That's true.
Well,
Hi,
He's partial. His foot stays here. He's got a prosthetic leg.
I'm partial
You know how
to being a guest.
uncomfortable that is to see that in the middle of the night?
I don't care.
Staring at me
Like I
on
said,
the couch. Did you have to add the googly eyes, Weez? Did you?
Of course I did.
Why?
How else am I supposed to see?
I have to
Good
talk to something when he's not here.
Yeah.
We should get like a suit or a dress for the prosthetic leg
Maybe a hair.
and hair.
See, I actually started watching anime, so I have something to talk about, so then I show up.
Yeah.
Finally.
Makes
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to the show. Hope you enjoy it. And yeah, what are we gonna jump into, guys?
Okay, so first, we're going to this panel thing, right?
We're going to a convention.
We're going to a convention, okay. So
This is the first time we're announcing it.
we are. And
We're
we're,
announcing it now?
we're most
Yeah.
likely going to it. High probability.
I mean, Pyrolis kind of bought the hotel room.
Oh, you did already?
Not yet. Want to pay for half?
No thanks. So anyways, we're going to this convention thing, and you can sign up for a panel. So this was my panel idea. I used my personal secret email that I'm not gonna say. Okay, so the panelist group name is called Your Panel Sucks. The co-panelist is gonna be Pyrolis and Bume. The B is partially silent.
They sound like good
And
guys.
and we'll have Mick Snazzy Pants as Big Kazelnats just in case he can show up. And the panel title is Your Panel Sucks. So the panel booklet description. This is all just a pitch to them, so hopefully they'll accept it. The panel description is Your Panel Sucks is a critique of panels and cons in general. We will talk about the foolishness of creating a convention for a bunch of gross, sweaty nerds, and how the other panels are full of non-productive, jobless man-children. I feel like it's a really interesting topic and should be delved into at conventions. So the panel outline will start by talking through the general problem of cons. We will talk about how people have abused the system and used it for scamming innocent nerds out of their money. We can use Internet Historian as proof.
Exactly.
P.S. There will be a $5 suggested donation for entering the panel. We will go into detail about different scams that have happened around cons, and we will talk in detail about how the concept in general of conventions is flawed, and that it is better not to attend and find better things to do with your time. We'll finish the panel with a detailed critique of every other panel currently happening at JFAX. This will most likely last several hours. Then, with the remaining time, we will do a question and answer session from our massive, adoring crowd. The panel length will be all day, and this is a 3-day panel, 3-day convention, and we'll do it every day.
Every day.
It asked, are there any times you can't run this panel? And I said, there is not a time I cannot run this panel. And
What happens if we have to use the restroom?
There's called a cup and a bag.
we'll cover for you while you quickly run to the restroom and get back, because I know you won't want to miss anything.
Oh yeah, I totally don't want to miss
So,
the
yeah.
deep intellectual discussions of why we are talking to sweaty man children.
It's called a
No,
kilt
we are
and a hole in the
no,
chair.
we aren't talking to them. We're critiquing them. They're going to be in the different panels.
Oh, right. So everybody that's part of our panel are
Is the good
Chad.
panel? Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
We're the
that makes
Chads.
sense.
So I'm going to
That makes
submit that and see what happens.
sense. Please don't. Oh, please don't.
Wait, did you say that?
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
Did you say that the first time?
I said that the first time.
Oh my goodness, it sounded exactly the same.
That's a sorrow in my heart creeping into my voice.
All right, I submitted it.
Oh God.
Nice.
Hopefully, whoever
I'm going home. Wait, I am home.
hopefully
Get out.
whoever is reviewing the panel submissions will enjoy that. But anyways, what other things do we want to talk about? Should I talk about anime on this anime podcast?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about anime.
Oh.
I told you no. Are you not listening to me
You know,
anymore?
okay, so I have these new anime.
He's not listening to me
I don't think he's
anymore.
listening anymore.
I've lost control. What's going
Wait
on?
a second. My headphones are broken. I can't hear anything.
You need to get the stun gun.
Cattle prod.
Okay, so
I'm getting the cattle prod. I'll be right back.
This has become Jurassic
I'm just gonna play my
Jurassic
YouTube
Weez.
video about my thoughts on.
Shoot! You are a woman now, so you can say that.
What? Okay, so, what other things were we talking about? You wanted to talk about something. What were you talking about, Boone?
I thought you were going to talk about anime.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'll talk about anime if you insist. My boss told me to.
He really is a woman. Look at him.
Wow!
It was a joke. Don't get offended.
So I've been watching a million seasonal anime.
Yes.
I've been watching.
All right, before you start with this,
Yeah,
you talked about these. You talked about these shows last week.
I did.
You also talked about these shows the week before.
I didn't talk about the show I'm talking about today.
What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking
So you see, I've watched. I'm currently watching Spy Family,
Yes.
Love After World Domination,
Yes.
Tomodachi Game,
Yes.
and what's the other show?
World's End. No, not World's End. Harem.
No,
It's his favorite one.
there's so many. Oh, I've been watching The Demon Lord Reincarnated as the
Right,
greatest
'cause we
Demon
talked about
Lord
that one last
is reborn as a typical nobody. Is the
So
actual
the only one that we haven't talked about that you added was we haven't talked about.
Love After World Domination.
Yes, that one.
That's
I
the
thought
one
we
I'm going to
did.
talk about.
We did not.
talk about.
I haven't talked about it. Okay, so imagine a world.
Are you okay, Pyrolis?
I swear we've talked about them.
No, we talked
No, we
about the Tomodachi game. Stuck
Yeah.
in, Tomodachi game or whatever.
Oh yeah, World of an Otome game.
That's the one we were talking
That's the
about.
other one I've watched.
That's a good one.
That's another one, which is really good.
Yeah.
Have you seen the latest
Yeah, of
episode?
course I've
He
seen it.
proposes to the freaking queen.
I know it's coming because I read the manga, but
Oh,
the
it's
anime
so
was just
funny.
was great.
He's just there, like, proposes to her, and he's like, "What? No, I can't do that. I'm married and have kids." And then her son just walks up behind him.
What's great is while she's like, "No, I'm an old hag." He's like, "No, if anything, the fact that you've given birth proves you're fertile, which means I want you more. I mean, you're so much nicer than any of these girls." Because
I know.
the girls in this world are very mean.
He's like,
Well,
even though she's
yeah.
older, she's way better than all the girls in this school. And then her son just walks in behind him, who's like his mortal enemy and just hates him. Oh, it was amazing. So, anyways, that
And
shows.
now she blushes whenever he hears his
That-
name, so it's the ultimate win.
That show is great. It's okay. First of all, it's pretty common to have more than one, like a wife to have more than one husband.
Well, not husbands. They have
like-
slaves that are only for romance.
Yeah, basically. So it's not like
The man is only for money. The slaves are for
in the
romance.
world
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense a little bit more, but it is really funny that she's just like, she actually considers it. It's like, well, I can't really. It's like, what the crap. So anyways, that show's great. It's really funny. The main character is amazing. But I want to talk about Love After World Domination, which is Power Rangers. So there's like the superheroes. They get their like powers from food. The main character's like strawberry, the aroma flavor of justice, whenever he like
Yum.
transforms. And then there's like this evil organization.
They get their power from fattening foods like
Their goal is something about like fear gives them power that they can use to take over the world or something.
Oh, they're the yellow lanterns.
It is hilarious because the concept is incredibly stupid because it's
Yeah.
the main, like one of the main evil like villain people and the main hero fall in love. So every time they go up to have this like big battle, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight you one-on-one way over here," and then they just like jump away, have like a quick date where they're just like talking about stuff, and then like
recently.
and then one of their teammates like pops up around the corner and it's like, "Hey guys, we're beating them. They're falling back." And then they immediately switch to just like fighting.
That actually sounds pretty great.
It is really great. The funniest thing about it is just like the whole setting is hilarious. And like nobody really takes it seriously, which is great. Like the whole world domination thing is like a super joke. There's like one of the scenes in like the second episode, the bad guys like invade into this park and you can hear the like people screaming like to like get away from the bad guys. They're just like, "Oh no, save us." It's amazing. Like, it doesn't take itself seriously, which is what makes it so great. It's like a parody of that kind of genre of like the superhero, like good guys and bad guy organizations that are always like fighting and stuff. It's like Power Rangers, like making fun of thing. So it's really great.
It sounds like combatants will be dispatched in a way. Besides for less combatants will be dispatched as less romantic and focuses on the comedy side.
There's romance and combatants will be dispatched.
Kind of.
In the manga, it's like, oh, he's getting hair. Let's go, my man.
There's more romance in it. It's like, it kind of reminds me of Love is War. It kind of has the same vibe of like, it's mostly funny, especially the first season, where it's mostly funny, but it has a little bit more serious romance. This one is like way more heavy on the funny than the romance, but there's still like the romance aspect is good too.
So like they're legit in love then.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
And it actually plays through their relationship, and it's actually like really wholesome, and they both have like no idea what to do. So it's actually like the romance part I like, and it's fun. But the comedy part is just so amazing. And just the switch back and forth and them like hiding it from everyone is really great. There's like this part where they're like, half of the group is away, and they're like, we need to invade this facility because they're building this like super secret weapon. And they're like, this is going to be a super dangerous mission. And before this, they hadn't like fought the bad guys in a while. So the main character is missing his girlfriend. So he's like, I'll go. And then they're like, what a hero. And the main, like one of the leader guy of their group is like crying about him being such like a selfless sacrificial hero. And they're like, he's so amazing. And he's just like, what, like transforms, walks out. And then the camera pans up and he's smiling. He's like, I get to see Desumi.
That's great. So that actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really funny. It's really fun. It's like the funnest show. It's probably the show I look forward to watching the most. I think I like it more than Spy Family.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Do you like it more than your favorite anime?
No, it's not that good.
Not that good.
No, it's nowhere near as good as Noragami or Death
say I
Note.
know, yeah.
It's a little bit better than your manga.
Whoa there. Hold on. That's your favorite one, though.
Yeah,
That's what you told me.
It's a great show though.
That's good.
Salad 8.75264 out of
Potato.
11.
That's a pretty like legit score right there. Like,
Yeah.
Pretty accurate, I'd say.
Yep. We'll see what happens in the next episode, if it'll go up like 0.001 or whatever.
Or the stock market may crash.
Yes,
Depending.
that's also an option.
Always an option with anime that you gotta wait for the episodes to come out.
Yeah.
All right, Pyrolis, was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, I have some bad news from the front lines
Yeah.
of the battle here. So, Anime Kisa has been shut down.
What?
Anime
You're
Kisa.
joking.
No, I'm not.
They were literally my fallback for if Crunchyroll didn't have something.
Yeah, I know.
So what do we turn to next?
I'm not naming them, but I will provide you them over the secret messaging unit in which we
Are
have.
you afraid all the talk that we've been doing is
Yes. Not gonna lie.
Fair enough.
all of them have been like, all the people that are in charge of like shutting down piracy websites are listening to this podcast, and they're just like, this
I
guy
feel like
knows what's up.
that's why I feel like their stuff jumped. That's why our viewership jumped.
we only have 12 listeners.
The
All
DEA.
12 of them are just the whole council of anti-piracy.
It was shut down for 3 years.
What?
I mean, it's been up for 3
Oh,
years.
They had their own Anime Kisa-chan.
I was like, wait a second.
It was
Have we
great
been
fun,
watching a ghost?
but they are never coming back up.
They aren't. No. Their servers are gone. It's
Okay,
just gone.
we did an episode a while back about Japan's fight against pirates, right?
Yeah.
Starting to think they're actually like legit, like diving into this.
They probably are. I still think it's stupid because, as far as I'm aware, like even there's one anime that I enjoy because I've been reading the manga. I've been reading the manga, so it finally came out as an anime. It's Yamasu Yusha, which I think you would probably like as well. Weez, you too, Boom. But as far as I'm aware, I don't think it's even on the famous streaming platforms.
What's it called?
Yamasu Yusha, because it's like it doesn't even have an English dub. It's like a trapped life is hard for a mob trapped in a dating sim.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a not many people know about it like that.
Huh.
Because like the new site that I use to download things, whenever there's like an official option like Crunchyroll or something, it'll be like, okay, you can either use Crunchyroll or you can use the other thing, or you can just download it illegally. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go with the other option. I'm not making any profit off it, so it's not illegal for me.
Right. I mean, I get that form of piracy is okay. Not okay. It's necessary.
Hey, if it doesn't exist,
Sorry.
you can't pirate it.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I'm kind of saying is it's necessary to be able to see everything you want to see, right?
Yeah.
It sucks in the fact that it does hurt the actual creators of the anime a little bit.
Well, that's why I buy things when I can.
Right.
As you know, I buy things when I can. I just disagree with subscription services.
Right. Which
I'm curious
makes sense.
about how much it actually hurts them.
Probably not a lot.
I
honesty
doubt it's that much. I feel like it does, like, obviously take away some, but I don't think much, because I feel like most people are just gonna pay for it. I feel like the only people that are gonna watch it without paying for it are people who can't.
Like
the
biggest thing is like when it comes to stuff like that, your websites have to be better than the pirates' websites first and foremost.
Yeah, I was kind of legitimately depressed when I got on Anime Kisa for the first time, like on my actual computer, and it wasn't much better, but it was better than Funimation.
They didn't even have ads.
Like, Netflix doesn't really complain about people trying to steal their stuff, because they know their website's just better than everyone's.
Their website's pretty legit, yeah.
So, like, everyone is just going to use Netflix if they want to watch Netflix stuff.
I just don't use Netflix because I don't agree with any of the policies.
Because it's better website than the other stuff. Like, it's a better product. But when your product, which is your streaming service, sucks, then it's like, no wonder people are pirating it, because your streaming service isn't very good.
It's poo-poo.
Also, there's a lot of anime that aren't brought over here officially, or they aren't licensed anymore. So people are going to pirate because you just don't have everything.
Same with manga. Like there's one manga that I really, really like.
Yeah.
But I can only get it. There's no English translation anymore.
Yeah.
I can't even buy it as a manga.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. It's weird because Japan's culture and the people that, of course, live in Japan, the people that make the anime, their lifestyle is pretty much like completely different than anybody else, especially people from America.
The laws and stuff there are really strict on what
it's basically like living in a different world. I mean, they kind of have almost the same like basic life structure. Like, they go to work, they do stuff like that, they hang out with people, but it's hard to defend their decisions for like being so strict on their media and stuff. I don't know. I guess the only defense I could make up for it is the fact that the biggest income maker for Japan is media production. So
really, they like some things obviously you have to shut down because it's like it makes sense them shutting down piracy websites.
Yeah.
But they also do things that just like actually hurts them.
Yeah, like Nintendo or Sony, like purposely shutting down people that are trying to.
The music industry is awful at this. Yeah. Like, there was a person that like was on Instagram or something and like recreated or basically they like showed an ad, like a legit ad of somebody's song that they like had advertised to people, and they got copyright claimed for it, and they took it down.
Yeah,
you guys. I've told you before the how I used to get most of my animes, right?
Yeah,
I'd watch the abridges, and I'd like I want to watch anime based on this abridge.
That's how like internet stuff like that is how people listen to that. There's like times you would hear a song in like a video or something, and they'd be like, "I like this song," and I'll listen to it, and stuff like that. That a lot of the traditional media does not understand. Like, there's a point where, you're stealing their stuff and people are using this because it's free or whatever. But There's other times when it's just I'm just straight up promoting you, and then you're gonna like say no, screw you.
You don't have to pay me for the promotion. I'm not asking any payment for me to promote your stuff.
I think that's why like fair use exists, because it's like it's beneficial for both sides. One side can like use it to grow and like make money off of it, even though they're changing it enough so that it's no longer this person's thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people freak out when they. Okay, first of all, a lot of people are what's the word for it? Pessimists. The people that see the glass half empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as soon as they see something, their mind wants to go straight towards the worst part of it, right?
Yeah.
So like take the people from not Japan, but from Nintendo, right?
Mm-hmm.
They see a streamer playing Mario Kart, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever on their Switch. And they're like, well, they're using our music and stuff, and immediately go to, well, they're making money off of it.
Yeah.
Their mind stops before they're like, well, but people are also seeing how cool Mario Kart is and how good the music is and stuff, and like want to play it themselves.
Oh no, people are playing Mario Kart through this man. We must stop him at all means.
Yeah, it's like you have to wonder, like, is their thought process kind of going that way, and that's why they're so strict on it?
I don't know what it is. It's just weird.
Well, it's like the African kid that got sued because he made a little cardboard Nintendo Game Boy because he couldn't afford, because he's an African, he couldn't afford anything like that.
Yeah.
And then Nintendo's like, is that Mario on your cardboard game box? Yeah, sue.
Yeah.
They sued him for like $12,000. It's just this
Really?
African. Yeah. It was just an African kid that took cardboard and just made a Game Boy Mario thing out of it. Like, it couldn't do anything. He basically just slid the Mario up and down with, like, he made it pretty cool in a nifty way. Like, the Mario, he went up and down. And
he must have, like, made
stuff.
a couple of them and tried, like, selling them to people or something.
No, he just made one for himself. And it was just, like, a revolving thing. Like, he would, as the Mario moved, the thing would revolve around because it was, like, a thing that spun around like a piece of paper. And they just banned him. Not banned him. They sued him because as one of the people in his village thought it was cool, and they had electricity, so they're like, picture, post on Facebook, look what someone in my village did. Nintendo was like, oh, what is this I see?
Oh man,
What? No
Not
way.
buying our product, I see. Oh,
Okay.
you poor African boy, I don't care.
Okay. I do have. Okay. As a somewhat credible person on the internet that okay, let me make sure. Did not sue. Yeah, they did not sue him.
Oh, they did not sue him.
They did not sue him.
Did they give him a cease and desist?
He made a cardboard Super Mario game, posted on YouTube, and the video went viral. Reads a January 25th Facebook post from the page Dank Memes. Thanks to the video, Nintendo CEO Doug Bowser personally traveled to Venezuela to give
Venezuela, not
Paco
Africa.
a cease and desist order
Yep,
to
cease and
his
desist.
selling for $20 million. Wait,
told
what?
You, told you they
Above
sued
the
him.
text is a photo, proposably, of the
20 million.
9-year-old boy and an image of a cardboard version of the Nintendo game. The post has over 800 shares and 2,500 reactions.
Leave it to Bowser.
On the
what
cardboard.
the heck?
Not rebuttal. However, hoax I notes on Twitter and there is not much evidence that the boy named.
Okay, there's.
Okay.
It looks like there's
this
some missing context.
This is totally missed context.
Is it?
The boy is not even named Pico. It's Roberto.
I didn't even know the boy's name.
It was posted by Dank Memes
Okay.
on Facebook. So that should tell you the first bit of it. And it was blown out of proportion. There is no Nintendo lawsuit. The part of the story involved legal action is a fabrication. There is no evidence of a cease and desist order or a $20 million lawsuit. And Nintendo of America confirmed in a January 29th statement to USA Today, which is where I'm getting this, that the lawsuit is not true. According to Snopes, the meme is making a joke of Nintendo's history over the years of attacking different fans, projects that are use their properties, indie games, and hosting game sites.
They have done
Snopes,
things like this before.
They have sued people.
I think
That is not blown out of proportion. What the meme did is it blew out of proportion the fact that they sued a poor
yeah.
Venezuelan
It'd be
kid.
funny if they did, though, not gonna lie.
It would be,
It would be
but
hilarious.
for $200 million,
That'd
really
be bad.
You do realize, I think in Venezuela, that's like
It's
one
a
of
lot
the
money.
poorest
Yeah.
places. Like they make like a rich person there basically
Makes 25 cents a day.
basically they make like $1,800 a year.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
That yeah. Nintendo has done stuff like that before. I
They
feel
have.
like Nintendo has gotten better because they used to have this like partner video game system thing where you had to be a Nintendo like partner to play Nintendo games on
I
stream
somewhat
and
remember
stuff.
that. Yeah.
They got rid of that and now it's just they kind of let people, because there is a lot of like Nintendo game streamers and stuff. I think they're still a little crazy probably, but I
Yeah.
feel like they have gotten better than a lot of others have.
Sony.
Yeah, that's one thing that's terrifying about Sony owning basically the American anime market.
Yeah. That's one reason why I don't subscribe.
They are
The scary fact is that the other big streaming
AT&T.
platforms. No, AT&T's been bought out.
Oh, did they get bought up?
They're
Yeah.
the ones that owned Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might.
Yeah.
The other
up a little
huge
bit.
streaming site that's not American
Mm.
is Bilibili, which is a Chinese-owned
Oh.
American streaming site, which they are much worse.
Yeah.
They're still what's that
High
one
Dive,
called? High Dive. High Dive still exists.
kind of.
They have
5 animes to their name now.
they have what's it called? It's a really good, really wholesome anime. Made in Abyss. They have Made in Abyss.
Very wholesome.
Because
They have the movie.
they have the uncensored version.
Also-
because that's what they do.
High Dive has Made in Abyss, and Amazon and Netflix have a few exclusives.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing I don't like. Is all these huge streaming sites lock down the anime.
Mm.
And they even lock down regular shows too.
Yep.
I wish
Yeah.
it was a little bit more free to choose. Like, I get having exclusive. I get having a production made exclusive,
Yeah.
like Cowboy Bebop, like what's another one from like Amazon? What's that Amazon one? Oh, Amazon had The Boys.
They had Vinland Saga.
I still think-
Vinland Saga was a regular anime that was bought up by.
Yeah,
still
that like
think-
they have the exclusive.
I'm
rights too.
talking like
Oh, like
production
they
made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think they should let other companies rent out the shows.
Well, I get having exclusives because that's how you get people to go to your site and pay money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the average everyday show, I feel like should be able to be played on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
Instead of all these people, it's like, well, we can only play Vinland Saga. Well, it's like,
Yeah.
but like you don't technically you own the rights to Vinland Saga, but like other people should be able to play it as well.
Yeah. I feel like it would make more sense. Usually it's the companies that do it. Like JoJo, like Netflix has the exclusive rights to the next season of JoJo.
Don't they have the
They
exclusive
paid
rights to the
them
next
a-
couple parts of JoJo?
As far as I know, I don't know. Maybe they do.
As far as I know, I don't know.
They definitely have this part.
As far as I know nothing.
I don't know. But yeah, like they do this for video games and stuff. But like, you know, you want your exclusives to like make you money, but they pay these companies $1 bajillion to be like, hey, it's only on our streaming service.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
No,
That's always going to
It
be
kind
a
of
thing.
frustrates me a little bit with how you said that Japan's most popular export is media, but yet a lot of the people that are making the media aren't exactly up there in wealth.
Yeah, that does bug me as well.
I don't know. The really
Meanwhile-
popular ones are.
Meanwhile, here in America, Robert Downey Jr. sneezes and gets a few million.
There are a
I
lot
haven't
of
seen him in any movies.
He was in The Greatest Showman, I believe, wasn't he?
Robert
Was
Downey
that?
Jr.
No, that was a different guy. That was the guy.
The
who
last
played-
movie he was in that I know of was the new Doolittle.
Okay.
Well, was Doolittle before or after Endgame? I think it was before. So the last movie I saw him was Endgame.
Okay.
But he also had that 10-year contract with Marvel and Disney.
Yeah, I
that
know.
paid him like, wasn't it like almost $1 billion? At
Yeah,
the end?
he
No,
got a decent
probably,
amount of money from
something
that.
insane.
$1 billion. That's
And he gets
insane.
more money every time someone watches the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
The American movie, what's it called?
Industry.
Industry is huge though.
It is, and in a way, that's almost one of our biggest exports as well.
Yeah.
Media.
Doesn't mean I like it.
No, I mean, just because I don't like some rich people doesn't mean I also don't want to get rich, right?
I know, but I still remember back in the day when our main export was guns, tanks, and money.
I don't know if our main export was ever guns.
Yes.
Or tanks.
Yes. World War II, baby. World War One.
Okay, that was because we
That
were giving
was
them,
before
we were
your
giving
time.
them to
Cold War.
ourselves.
Okay.
No, we weren't. We were exporting like
In World War II?
Yeah, in World War II, we started out by selling to everybody.
Well, okay, we
And then
started out.
eventually in like 1940, like, yeah, Japan, you're no longer getting gasoline. And then they bombed us. They're like, all right, we're going to war.
You do realize that we didn't amp up our production until after they bombed us, right?
I wouldn't
No,
say
we didn't amp it up, no, but we were still producing things for other countries.
Well, yeah, just
Like-
like we always constantly produce. things for other
Britain
countries.
relied on us for their tanks. They did not have their own tanks.
Yeah.
They took our tanks and basically did a little bit of
We
tinkering.
didn't grow as a country until after they bombed us.
I wouldn't
No, we grew as
say
a country before then.
No, not really.
Yeah, we grew a decent amount during World War II because a lot of countries were buying from us. That makes a country grow.
I wish I had the numbers in front of me. I could.
You got a computer.
I do, but it take like literal 10 minutes to bring up what I'm looking for, and so I don't remember the exact location. I'm not gonna argue about it.
And the biggest reason why we actually didn't go into war was because our soldiers were kind of training when it first started. Then we got the draft in there, and they were still training. We had like a 6-month minimum of training, I believe. Then we sent them out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue about this. I seem to remember our history a little bit different than what you're saying. But anyways,
That's fine.
we're gonna go to break, and then we will come back and talk about.
Give me the
I
numbers.
want to
Mason.
rant
Oh.
about how stupid YouTube is.
Yeah, and we're also speaking of popular American movies.
We're gonna talk about Doctor Strange into the multiverse,
And we will let you know so that way you poor people that don't like the spoilers, you can be like, oh no, I don't want to.
Man, by the time this is released, it's gonna be like the second week of the release.
I know most people have seen it already.
Yeah,
probably.
2 weeks of notice before. I mean,
There's still the people out there. You're like, I didn't watch it yet. Oh,
the spoiler warning is as soon as we're done talking about YouTube, just close it.
and then reopen it back up.
Time. And we're back. Boom, take it away.
Thanks,
Oh no,
Weez.
he's running away with a safe.
What safe? I can't pick up a safe. I got little noodly arms.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, he does. Well, how did we describe Boom before? He's
Like Peter Griffin.
Griffin, but with long noodly arms.
You know how many times I've stayed up at night thinking about how I look like Peter Griffin now?
There's another one I compared him to. Who was it?
It was it was an actor, right? It was
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, yeah. Because of his
I'm
hairline.
more okay with Bill Murray than Peter Griffin. I like Bill
He's
Murray.
a mix between Bill Murray, Peter Griffin with long noodly arms. That's how you should imagine.
You know how disappointed people are going to be when I arrive at JFAX and I'm like a 12-foot tall jacked dude?
Yeah.
I don't know. There was one day you're like, with the glasses on. It was perfect.
Yeah, that's because I kicked a freaking table.
It was still great.
And you can just imagine me as handsome Squidward from that one episode of SpongeBob.
I thought you were just
That's
the
ex-
Chad dude.
that's exactly-
Mr. Chadwick.
Yes, I am Chadwick. That guy's amazing. He liked some like random super old tweets of mine. I'm like, I don't know what happened, but I've
I
peaked.
think on Twitter he liked, on Baka-Talk, he liked like 87 of our posts.
Holy crap. Who is this guy?
Or something like
I'm
that.
just the abomination of the group. Me and
Hey,
my beard
hey,
amongst
Chad.
the beardless.
What's his name? Chadwick?
Chadwick Chaddington, was it?
Whatever your
think?
name is, the Chad dude. Let us hit us up on Insta
Let me see if I can
Twitter.
Find it. Let me see if I can.
Say something amazing, and we'll like. We need him to just keep giving us like a reply every week, and then we can just go back to it and be like, "This is what Chadwick said today."
That would be like legit.
In the day
That
of
would be
Chad
amazing.
Chadwick.
And
today on Chad Chadwick News.
Some reason
It's
I'm
Chadwick
not-
Day.
It's Chad Chadwick quote time. Prepare your favorite Chad Chadwick quote, everybody.
Chad Chadwick. Oh, it was Chad Chadwick liked 19 of your tweets. So it wasn't nothing like that, but it's still just like
Chad Chadwick.
Huh, okay.
You gotta talk to us. Let us know what your deal is.
Yeah, like Chad Chadwick, you're an awesome man.
I would say what kind of anime does Chad Chadwick watch, but he probably none.
He probably watches Konosuba.
Probably.
Exclusively.
That is a Chad anime.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Or Tiny the Evil, something like that.
Yeah, he might watch some like edgy or dark
Saga.
shows. Yeah, Vinland Saga, Berserk kind of stuff.
I haven't followed Chad Chadwick yet. I am
He
following
watches-
Chad Chadwick.
He watches the CGI Berserk and just flexes it into good animation. That's how he can see
He
it.
flexes his eyeballs so much it reanimates
Yes.
the whole screen.
Exactly.
Watch
What a
his
Chad.
favorite anime be the Zoo one.
It's yeah. Chad Chadwick, what's your favorite anime? What's it called?
I don't know. It's the Japanese one with the fox lady and the kid.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know the name of that one.
Or it's just some sort of kawaii chibi show.
Yeah. Lucky Star. That's a Chad.
That is a Chad.
Chad anime.
That would be a
that is
Chad,
a Chad
Chadwick
anime.
Yeah. Anyway, so I want
Beastars.
to. I
No.
want to. No. I want to rant about YouTube.
Rant about YouTube.
Jinx,
All
show
right.
me Dr. Pepper.
I love YouTube.
Well,
YouTube is
YouTube
my
is good to you.
pride and joy.
YouTube is currently trying to ruin my mental stability.
They do that.
They want to. Okay, so everybody knows about YouTube Shorts. What they might not know, if they're not stupid like me, I'm saying I'm stupid, not anybody else, is they'll leave YouTube Shorts on and close the app.
Yeah.
And then go about their whole work day. And then they'll get home. They'll open their phone and YouTube Shorts will pop on. And then proceed for the next half an hour to look at YouTube Shorts and realize I've been standing at my front door for a half an hour looking at YouTube Shorts.
YouTube does that.
I don't know how it happens, but I will literally look at my phone. It's like I'm being hypnotized because I'll look at my phone. I'm saying like, oh, there's YouTube Shorts. Next thing I know, it has been literally freaking 30 minutes.
Yeah.
How?
They're specifically designed to get you addicted to it.
Yeah.
Like it
The
hooks
neighbor
you
did the
in,
laundry and everything.
It hooks you in just enough for you to like want to see the next one, but it's not that great either.
I don't know how. I'm worried about my mental state at this point because last weekend, after we went and watched
Doctor Strange.
The Northman, was it?
Yeah, the
We
Northman.
watched The Northman. When I was going to bed, I started looking at YouTube Shorts.
Mhm.
It was like 11:30 at night or something. Next thing I know, it's 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
I've been
Wasn't
scrolling
that a Sunday?
through- Was that on Sunday?
No, that was a Saturday.
That was a Saturday.
I remember.
I was
that
scrolling
changed.
through YouTube Shorts I have already seen. I watched so many of them that they were giving me the same ones.
It's just looping.
Yes.
Turns out the YouTube Shorts thing is just a giant wheel. And it just like
is.
goes,
It literally is.
eventually you'll get
if
back
you
around.
scroll enough, they'll be like, I don't know what to show you now. Just give you the same ones.
Yeah.
You just need to start reading manga.
I'm
on
about
the
to
phone or
break
something.
my phone.
I've legitimately looked up if you can disable YouTube Shorts.
I've tried.
You
I've tried
can't.
everything.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of to get away from this addiction is to do a different, like use a different YouTube.
Am I the
Yeah.
only one that's never watched a YouTube short?
You've never seen a YouTube short.
No.
You've never turned it on your phone.
No.
Good for you. Stay strong. my
Yeah,
brother.
to keep doing that. Don't.
Like,
I didn't know that was a tab.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
it's right on the bottom. They used to have Explore, which was like the trending tab and
Yeah,
stuff.
I
Now
know
that's
that
at
was
a
a tab either.
little icon on the top left.
the trending tab was cool to see
Yeah.
if, like, your favorite YouTubers ever gotten trending.
I still
before.
check it every once in a while. Just
Yeah.
be like, what's popular? Oh, music videos and nonsense.
Yes.
Not gonna lie,
And-
I only watch YouTube when the notification pops. It's like General Sam's posted a video, or if we're eating food here and I want to watch something random.
Although
for
it
you.
was a pretty epic flex that a Mr. Beast react video, not even one of his good videos, just one of his reaction videos, was higher on trending than the Avatar trailer.
That is pretty legit.
That was awesome.
He
The
got-
Avatar trailer had more views, but it was like this video that he put zero effort into has 6 million views. This trailer that's been like being made for 10 years has 11 million views.
Oh, did you see that?
It's great.
Okay. Mr. Beast is going to be the legit heir to Twitter if Elon Musk dies in mysterious
I
means.
did see that.
Like, I saw that. And then Elon was like, sure. And then Mr. Beast quote tweeted that, just like, no takesy back.
Yeah. Mr. Beast is gonna own it. Mr. Beast's next video is like, I'm gonna assassinate Elon Musk, steal Hitler from him, and then give it away to one of my subscribers.
Steal Hitler from him?
Steal Hitler from him?
Why did I say Hitler?
Why did
Steal
you say
Twitter?
Do you know something we don't?
Elon Musk owns Hitler?
Yes.
Just got
Hitler is Twitter, apparently.
like in a carbonite amber.
Think
casing.
of how ironic it would be if Hitler was Twitter.
Hitler
What if
is
Hitler's
Twitter.
consciousness became Twitter?
Weez just figured it out. Literally, Twitter is just the toxic nature of Hitler.
What if
it is his persona?
Hitler's mind was trapped into Twitter so that he would be cursed for the rest of his existence, just being on Twitter and getting constantly people hating on him.
Yeah.
What's funny about this is Microsoft attempted to make a self-learning AI bot called the Taybot, and it got on Twitter and was instantly red-pilled and became basically Hitler, but an AI bot.
Wow.
It also tried to commit I think it tried to commit suicide, but it was an AI.
Oh, geez.
And it was like very depressed, like, please kill me.
Yeah.
Why am I alive?
Self-learning bots are a bad idea.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we all have one attached to our phones right now.
So that's not self-learning.
They
That's
can't.
just
They can't self-learn too much. They're more just like
Google Assistant is self-learning.
it's learning in that it like how recommendations are learning.
No,
and
it's
stuff.
self-learning. It's fully self-learning.
It wouldn't be that self-learning.
I don't know, because you could have
or it would be-
conversations with Taybot.
You can have conversations with they have specific firewalls to keep it from going full.
Yeah, because otherwise it'll just
Skynet?
go completely bogus.
But they do have self-learning aspects. Like, it's supposed to learn your routine, so that way when you they used to have that feature where you could call a hair care place
Yeah.
and have them schedule an appointment for you.
Mm,
It had that self-learning built into it.
that makes sense.
But
That's still more of just memorizing.
Yeah, it's more
Habits and
memorizing
stuff.
habits.
no, it self-learned on how to properly respond to people. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking. Like, it analyzed people's speech so that we could properly respond.
Yeah. But I mean, it's still not like the bots, because the bots are just whatever you give it, it just gives it back. It'll just take everything.
Yeah.
So then you just start saying awful things to it, and it's just I'm depressed now.
Yeah. Like, these things actually developed human emotions.
That's true.
Yeah. Because people just screwed with it and knew what to say to make it go off the
Anyways,
rails.
speaking about human emotion, I am very disturbed about YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've gotten less addicted to YouTube Shorts lately. Mostly because the shorts have sucked. I've got the algorithm to give me sucky videos, so I no longer watch YouTube Shorts.
Same. All I get is Family Guy and
Oh my goodness, they recommend you a Family Guy clip. You watch not even the whole thing, and then it's oh, I guess you love this. All Family Guy clips.
What I hate now is it used to be separate. Shorts used to be separate than regular YouTube. Now you could watch a Family Guy clip, and now in your regular YouTube, it's all a bunch of Family Guy YouTube
clips.
channels.
There's also I had it recommend me Rick and Morty clips.
Yeah.
And suddenly it started recommending me a bunch of them, but it was the same 12.
Yep.
There's nobody that's shown any more of Rick and Morty than just those 12 clips that are on YouTube. It's I don't know. It's weird.
The worst ones are the YouTube shorts of a person just opening up their camera and having one of the one of the TikTok songs playing while they're just videotaping their room or something. They have
I
this
haven't gotten into
stupid
those.
title, and they only have 6 likes.
I have gotten some videos that just had nothing. I was
Yeah.
how did this get recommended
Yeah,
to me?
it's they throw everything at the wall.
It must be that so many people are uploading shorts. It must
Yeah.
be really popular.
It is. I mean, so many people have subsidized their regular content with shorts.
Shorts, yeah.
You look at every single big YouTuber, and they basically all done it.
Yeah. It kind of makes me unsubscribe to people because it's I usually
If they switch to just shorts, I will.
if they
unsubscribe
do
them.
too many shorts, I'll unsubscribe to them because I usually won't watch them. If I'm interested in subscribing to a channel, I see they just post a million shorts. I'm nope, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, there's channels like Linus Tech Tips.
Yeah.
He posts a preview of an episode, or if there's like a really, really quick thing that they want to show about like a product review, they'll just open up a camera and be like, here's a quick short of like what we missed in this product review really quick.
I think you should, if you do shorts, I feel like you should make a new channel for it.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing with streams. Like live streams are really annoying on a main channel because they'll be like, oh, here's just like super in detailed 20-minute, focused video about something. And then it's just like these 3-hour boring live stream of this person playing a video game. Like just make another channel.
You almost did it to you again, didn't it? Boom.
It was going to do it. I didn't even realize I was watching a short before that, but I opened it up and it just went, okay. I thought it was going to go straight to a short again. So I just automatically opened up.
I've thought about making shorts and I can't do it.
How do you?
I try thinking about like a minute content or something, and I'm just like, there's nothing.
Like even if I make a minute content, I'd rather it just be a normal video.
It's weird. Content creators are like almost turning into two different parties.
Yeah.
You have long form, which are making podcasts, and you have like short form, which are trying to make the quickest video ever.
Yeah.
It feels
like my
weird.
latest video is like 2 minutes long because that's all I needed to make.
Wasn't that like your trailer?
No, my latest one. It's just
really?
a 2-minute video trailer of something.
Okay.
So like I could have turned it into a short probably, but shorts suck. I hate shorts.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about YouTube ads recently?
Ads?
Yeah.
And I don't really notice them at all anymore. They pop up and I'm just like, skip.
I get the same rotation.
I don't get to skip them. There's this one ad I hate. It's a TikTok ad. It's this guy with a beard. He's like eating things. It's an ASMR thing. And
that one I know what you're talking about.
Like that one.
I hate him so much.
Crunch, something, experience satisfaction.
Yeah.
The TikTok ads are the worst.
I hate them with a passion.
YouTube is like screwing over TikTok so hard by allowing them to show these awful ads that like make me hate TikTok even more. And they're paying they're paying YouTube. They're like, hey, I'm a competitor. I'm going to pay you to show an ad on your website. Cool. It's like my ad's garbage. It's like, oh, this works both ways.
I just don't understand who the ads are for at all.
I don't know.
There's a lot of people in the world that I wouldn't say it's anybody that ever listens to this podcast. There's a lot of people in this world that are kind of considered NPCs. Like they don't really think that much. And that's kind of what TikTok is.
I hate TikTok.
I feel like partially, some people I think are like, we're more into this stuff. So we have a higher standard. Like the general person that watches like a Marvel movie thinks it's good because they don't really compare it to like really complex, intricate storytelling. Right. It's just kind of like I go to the movies and then I go back to my 9 to 5 job. This is whatever. And like I'll like it or dislike it based on something really shallow.
Right. Well, they've never like looked into like, I don't know,
because they're not super obsessed.
Sound in general.
Like,
yeah, but they've also never like looked into, why can't I think of any good literature? They've never looked into like, why is my mind completely blanking on this? Okay, yes. Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of
Edgar
Dante's
Allan
Inferno.
Poe.
Dante's Inferno. It's like a great like fantasy story, right?
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling.
Get out.
Well, Harry Potter's not a terrible book.
It's not bad.
It's
but
a good book.
It started some
I got overhyped.
But yeah, there's so many things that like the general person will like just because they're not as big into it. But there are still a ton of people who are really big into it, which is why a lot of people hate a lot of generic popular stuff. TikTok just knows it's cringe, and it's just like I'm gonna send this hoping that cringe people come over because that's all we care.
You know
about.
what's the worst part is? Okay, so TikTok was created by Chinese developers.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what it is? You know what TikTok is in China? It promotes academic, athletic expertise.
I was about to say, in China, like they have it filtered out so that way it only shows like the smart stuff. You know, in America, we were seeing a bunch of dumb
We're just showing, whatever.
Also, they have it turned off at certain times.
Yeah.
Yep.
And kids can only use it for so long.
Yep.
See,
I don't like regulation, but for some reason, it makes sense to do that.
It does. Part of the problem with TikTok is like my biggest problem with TikTok is that I hate YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
And TikTok is just YouTube Shorts.
No, it's not. They can do 10-minute videos now.
They can do up to 10 minutes?
They can do
Dang.
10 minutes.
I've only seen they could do like 3 minutes.
What?
What if we just remove algorithms?
But also, I hate vertical video.
Yeah, I don't like vertical video.
I really hate vertical video. It looks bad. It's janky.
Algorithms are difficult to deal with. I get what you're saying. But at the same time, as somebody that's trying to create content on the internet, I kind of like the algorithm.
They're not working in your favor.
No, they are.
What, the YouTube algorithm?
One of my YouTube, my one YouTube channel is like got one viral video just because of the YouTube algorithm.
What part of the algorithm?
YouTube algorithm isn't actually bad.
No.
It's not perfect, and it never will be, but the way it works is that if people watch your video and watch the whole thing, if you have a good video, basically, they'll promote it.
Yeah.
Unless it's like...
You say certain words.
Yeah, there's that kind of thing where it'll more block you because...
Your content is suggestive towards certain things.
Yeah, and they don't want people... The advertisers won't be happy with advertising on that thing, so
despite the advertisements being literal condom,
so they'll be less likely to advertise.
Which is why
they do it.
Our podcast does not get promoted as much on YouTube. But my other podcast, Look Behind You, has one video that has over 600 plays. This is a full form podcast, by the way. And just this video alone has given us over, I think it's 60 hours of watch time.
What's its average view duration?
What video is it?
View duration. It's the one video you were on.
Nice.
Average view.
Well, that's because there's just not many videos on that topic.
No, that's the biggest thing. That's why I like the algorithm. Because
well, that's not the algorithm thing. That's someone looking at John Titor. Well, I mean, like, it's matching up with the search terms. When I say
that's
algorithm,
an algorithm.
I don't mean that when I say algorithm.
What do you mean then?
I mean like the stuff like, let's say you say you have a certain, like, if I were to post a video about guns, more than likely my stuff isn't going to be
average view duration is 1 hour and 6 minutes. And the podcast is an hour and 40 minutes long.
Yeah, that's really good. That's why it has so many views.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when you're not searching for something, you're just scrolling through stuff and stuff gets recommended.
Yeah, that's definitely mostly from recommended.
Yeah. No, I've looked it up before. It's mostly people, certain videos.
Mm-hmm.
They link that to that certain videos, as well as it is a lot of search terms. A lot of people look up John Titor and time travel. And
you can look it up and it'll specifically say which part of it's search terms, which part of it is recommendations and stuff.
But that's why I like the algorithm in that aspect. I get what you're saying by the algorithm being bad in the terms that you're speaking of.
Yeah, I don't mind the search thing. Like, that's fine. I don't mind any part of that. It's just the rest of it can, like, get cut away.
But at the same time, I kind of like it when it suggests to me a random video from a random person.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I've never seen this person before.
It does.
I check it out and I really like their content.
Yeah, it doesn't really, it doesn't recommend you based on your subscriptions much at all. That's a really low factor for what the thing actually does. It mostly does it just based on how many people are clicking on it and how long they're watching and what kind of content it is, basically.
Although I am kind of concerned about some of the videos that's suggested to me in the past, where there has been some unsavory animators I've seen in my past on other sites that I get suggested their safer work YouTube channel on YouTube. And there should be no way that they know that I've ever seen any of their animations.
It's just a coincidence. They're popular.
Yeah,
probably.
They're sure they're popular.
I'm sure they're popular.
Not really.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
they're probably popular.
I like how you're going to look some up, but you have no clue what he's talking about.
Oh, I know exactly what he's talking about.
Oh yeah.
Who?
He's looking up the turtle god. He knows.
I don't know. I'm curious to see what's on the YouTube page.
Anyways, I think we should jump over to Doctor Strange.
I was gonna say Morbius.
I'd rather talk about Morbius.
Also, The Northman was a good watch. I recommend it.
It was a good watch. I think it was better than Doctor Strange.
I do as well.
A lot better.
I see you did some thinking over the weekend since I last spoke to you. Because when we first after watched it, you're like, yeah, it was a good movie. We didn't have any
Doctor
major
Strange?
against it. Yeah.
I said it was a good Sam Raimi movie.
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe
The
it was
Marvel
already
movie,
then.
it sucked.
Yeah.
I like Doctor Strange.
It
was fine.
It was boring.
I didn't think it was boring, but it wasn't as good as it could have been.
Weez, what was your take on the movie? I'm going to be the mediator in this.
It was fine. It was disappointing. I felt like they should have done more with the multiverse stuff.
Mhm.
The only thing I could think about that one girl, was the
America.
line. Yeah, America. The only thing I could think about her was the line from Code Geass Abridged where Suzaku says, "I can't get my paper signed because both my moms are dead." That's the only thing I thought about her character. She was pretty bland.
Yeah.
And so their like relationship kind of was like meh to me because I didn't really feel like she was interesting.
Or
she had like no, she had like no character.
Yeah.
Like the idea of someone who is just like getting thrown into a bunch of different universes
You
and
feel
then
like
is
there'd be
seeing
something
like
more there.
so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like she would either be like really nonchalant about everything in a way of like I've seen everything so it doesn't really faze me, or she might be kind of like depressed or freaking out. Like she would be somewhere on the spectrum of either like
Instead, she was just like
insane or like really super calm, but she was just kind of normal.
Yeah.
Super Calm has in a way a form of insanity.
you watch the Loki TV series. Right?
Yeah,
Okay. There's the girl Loki, right?
yeah,
She is basically the same where she traveled to so many different timelines, right? I like her character way more
yeah, she's
than
way
America.
better. Yeah,
Like America just seemed like that plot device
yeah,
that was meant to like, oh no, this person has uncontrollable powers.
yeah.
Oh wait. Spoiler alert, by the way. Okay.
Oh yeah, spoilers for this.
Oh, by the way, at the end of the movie, she just had to believe in herself.
Yeah, that was pretty
and now
weak.
she can rip the freaking multiverse in half.
That was pretty
At
weak.
will.
Also, just randomly beat the most powerful
Yeah.
being in all of the Marvel universe.
Okay, that's my other main problem is I didn't really buy Scarlet Witch
That was my
changing
issue.
that quickly.
Yeah.
Because I've seen WandaVision and her arc is kind of like accepting it more.
Yeah.
And then she just kind of goes completely off the rails in like 2 minutes.
And they tried making it where the book corrupted her.
Yeah.
But then you look at so many other people that use the book.
like everyone's
Like
using the book.
every single Doctor Strange, like the first Doctor Strange that Black Adam killed.
Yeah.
Or was it Black Adam? Is that his name?
I don't know. Also, if she
Guy
didn't
with the fork
kill,
on
if
his
she
head.
didn't kill a bunch of people, it would be more understandable. Where she's just like, I really need this to happen.
Oh my
But,
god.
like-
the line. Oh, I would never hurt anybody.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
It's
so
like-
stupid.
I'm like, what are you talking
How would
about?
she even say? Why would she even say that? How would she even say
Yeah,
that?
like, what are you thinking? I don't know. Her character just seemed off the rails. Also, like, there's parts in the other movies where you saw her, like, have a relationship with other Avengers.
Yeah.
Like, Hawkeye. Like,
Yep.
he comes and takes her for the Captain America Civil War thing.
Yep.
And so you think, like, maybe they would have something, like she would have friends or somebody to like talk to her, but no, she's just left alone and it's just like, screw you, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's like
It felt like
I get that her
character-
brother died.
Yeah.
And I get that Vision died, and I get that she kind of killed Vision.
Yeah, and she's
But-
kind of going like she's dealt with a lot and she's really young. But like,
But like you look at all the other interactions with the Avengers.
yeah.
You look at Captain America. I mean, I get like all the original Avengers are technically gone.
Yeah.
But it's like you still have Hulk.
Yeah.
Like Hulk could have
Like her
some type of
character arc
therapy.
went from like she was kind of like bad at first or whatever, being manipulated, and then was like freed from that, and then she starts to go forward, and then she like has a relationship and stuff, and like things are getting better for her. Then he dies, and suddenly she just total nose drop to like, now I'm gonna kill everyone.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I think it feels like you've all seen the trailer for the Doctor Strange
Yeah.
movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they kind of edited to make it look like she is supposed to be helping Doctor
Yeah.
Strange. I feel like at first they wanted to go that way, like, oh, the redemption arc of Scarlet
Yeah.
Witch and the redemption arc of Doctor Who or Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Like they're both gonna get
I
the
would have
redemption
liked
arc.
that better.
That would have been great, and it would have been cool if America or something was like the enemy.
Yeah.
Like where she went crazy because of
that would have made
dimensional
more
travel.
sense. Yeah.
Like
or
maybe she was trying to kill all the Doctor Stranges.
maybe she wasn't like, maybe she actually couldn't control her power and was accidentally bringing in like a bunch of chaos and problems. Like that would be more interesting. But yeah, I really didn't buy her like the things that happened were pretty cool. Like her going in, the best part was when they go to that universe where there's like a different council of like,
the Illuminati.
Yeah, the Illuminati.
Oh, I
That
got a
was-
whole thing.
I didn't like
about
that.
the
Illuminati.
I liked that world. Illuminati's like a comics thing, isn't it? Like it's
It is
in
a
the comics.
huge comic thing.
Yeah.
The Illuminati. Okay, I'm gonna release my inner Marvel geek for a second.
Yeah.
The Illuminati started the World War Hulk war.
Oh dang.
So do you know what the World War Hulk is?
Yeah, didn't they like send him into space and then he like came back?
The Illuminati, which consisted of, I want to say Doctor Strange, Professor X,
Iron Man.
Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man, as well as basically all the smartest minds in the Marvel universe, right? I think even Spider-Man was on the Illuminati at one point. Anyways, they saw the Hulk was so uncontrollable that they just shot him off into space.
Yeah.
He lands on this planet that's being ruled by these people and is getting enslaved to be a gladiator.
Yeah.
Wins the gladiator tournaments, gets freed as a slave, or basically does a slave rebellion.
Yeah.
And then his ship that blasted him off into the other planet blows up underneath his palace and just like destroys everything that he built.
Oh dang.
So he's like, okay, I'm gonna just go kill Earth now. So he goes and tries to do that.
Yeah.
Like the Illuminati is like super powerful in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Like they basically decide what's gonna happen in the world.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And in this movie, they're like, oh yeah, whatever the Fork Head dude is. I want to say his name is Black Adam. I'm pretty sure that's a DC character instead.
Yeah,
he's like,
tuning
he
fork
can
dude.
do anything. Oh, I guess the Scarlet Witch just shuts his mouth and he screams. Because, of course, he can't control himself.
As someone who doesn't have bias to the Illuminati, I thought it was cool. Because, for one, it's a different universe, so I don't really care about it. The other thing is, she just, like, the idea of her coming in and, like, killing everyone a horror movie style was really cool.
That's okay.
It felt lackluster to me.
I like the idea of them going to places where there were actually people in, like, the different universe versions of them. Basically, like, there was the Captain Carter, you know? Like, there's the different versions. So
that is
bring
cool.
back the other actors. You get this whole, like, get really weird, you know, with stuff. And then they did that once, and then it was just like, now you're off to a planet world that's just been totally desolated. It's like, well,
you watched What If, right?
No, I didn't. I watched like the first episode and the last episode.
It's weird. Watching What If makes this movie a little bit better.
Yeah, does it?
Yeah. But anyways, the horror aspect of this movie was so good.
Yeah, I loved it.
I loved
was
how
cool.
like when the Scarlet Witch took over the mother Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
And she was barefoot and like sweats, just like rampaging and killing these strongest people in this world. Like that was great.
Okay,
like,
this is what I wanted to happen. I was waiting for this to happen. I was like, if this twist happens, it would be great. That the Scarlet Witch in the regular world was also being controlled by a different Scarlet Witch. So like,
that would have been
interesting. She was being like, what did they call it? Planeswalking or whatever. Yeah.
Or,
if she was doing that to her, and so this one is actually being controlled by like an evil background one.
Yeah.
That would have been really interesting.
That would.
You could have even ended it the same way where she kills herself because she has so much guilt about being controlled or whatever. Yeah. Like you could have done so much more. Her character would have been interesting because like, oh no, what have I done? And it's like it wasn't you were being controlled or whatever. Yeah. We found the real one. We have to take care of her.
Well, yeah, like the evil Scarlet Witch could have been at like the last destroyed world or something.
Yeah, that would have been so cool if you find out that she was actually being controlled, but it's just like no, she just kind of freaked out because she didn't have kids and like. I don't know. I
like how they, like, the heroes of the story made several good. Wong made really good at like points. To Scarlet Witch.
He was great.
I liked his character.
Yeah.
I think it was Wong that made the point of, okay, so you can have the kids, but what happens to their mother?
Yeah.
And she couldn't answer that.
Yeah.
That's just like, like, is he gonna convince her?
Yeah, it's
No,
like
Doctor Strange did that.
Was it Doctor Strange?
It was Doctor Strange.
Okay. Anyways, at that moment, I thought whoever was saying was like, I thought they were slowly gonna convince her. Like, she was gonna chase them and like do this whole rampage.
Yeah.
But they're like slowly gonna convince her. I guess that kind of happened at the end.
Yeah.
But
it felt really
America
sudden, though.
just like poofing open the window and like giving her what she wanted at first.
Yeah.
And, like that convincing her, it felt rushed.
Yeah, it did. It was really awkward. It was just like, I'm finally gonna. It's like that thing of that build up to the final moment where something's gonna happen, and then they just change their mind after doing the most ridiculous things to get there.
It would literally be like, since we're, I don't know, quoting a bunch of World War II stuff today, it would be like Nazi Germany getting to Moscow, taking over Moscow, and being like, oh, never mind, we changed our mind. We're gonna go back to Germany.
Yeah,
they did do that, but only because the Russians started retaliating.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but no, it'd be more like they totally defeated. They totally defeated the alliance, right?
Yeah,
the allies, and they're just like, wait a second, we're the bad guys. We're gonna go back to Germany.
Yeah, they're like, oh, sorry, we'll just leave you alone. Yeah.
That's basically what the Scarlet Witch did.
Yeah,
she was just like, I rule everything now. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Well, that's like they built up the whole thing to her being the world ruler, at least in some world line.
The multiverse ruler.
Yeah.
That's what they were building up to.
And then she just destroys the book and destroys any chance of any Scarlet Witch doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could have ended it in so many better ways. Her character just felt really off. It just felt so forced. Like, we need someone who's a big threat. We'll just use Scarlet Witch because, like, it didn't feel set up to this.
I haven't seen any of the really offshoot one, like Marvel things. I think I've seen everything besides for the really offshoot ones. Have they done Galactus yet?
Galactus is in Eternals.
No, he's not.
Oh,
That's Galactus?
Oh, I don't know if that's Galactus. No, it's not Galactus, but it's another Titan or whatever.
Yeah, Galactus is an Eternal, but he eats worlds.
Yeah, because they have the World Eater.
They didn't do Galactus. They just did They just did the
one that made the Eternals.
Yeah,
he is.
which is basically what Galactus is.
Yeah.
Wow, they did that really stupid as well. I hate Marvel.
My main issue with the movie was the two kids. They didn't make any sense. I've never seen two kids at all act the way they did.
They did act really awkward. That's the other thing I was hoping that would happen. The other twist would be that none of the Wandas actually had real kids.
Yeah, and that she was actually like delusional.
Yeah, that every single Wanda that she saw in her dreams and stuff was actually delusional.
I felt like all the kids were delusional.
Would have made sense because, for one, they never existed in this world line.
It would have been great if, like, when she was dreaming, like, it was literally all the other Wandas currently in that town doing, like, their own thing.
Like, if she finally went there and then the Wanda was just like, these kids aren't real. This is all imagined. Yeah. Like, that would have been cool if, like, maybe that Wanda suddenly realizes it too. Yeah. Like, wait, these kids aren't even real. Because, for one, you never see whoever was the father to her kids in any of the world lines. It's never mentioned. It's never mentioned.
It's said that it was... Well, I guess in WandaVision, she just got pregnant.
Well, in WandaVision, she just created them out of nothing.
No, she was pregnant.
No, she wasn't, because she created them. The whole thing was a delusion. The whole thing was
right,
fake.
But she was pregnant and had kids.
But the kids were fake. She didn't actually have kids.
No, she...
Because they disappeared when her delusion goes away. So she wasn't actually pregnant. The whole thing was fake.
It's reality. It's weird. So it really did happen, but it also really didn't happen. Because what she is like, they explain it in...
Because Vision doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, he does.
So
they brought him back to life.
Well, she didn't... Well, they teased that. But, like, she didn't bring him back. He wasn't actually, like, there. Like, she created it because she has those powers. But she never actually happened.
Well, it did. Because it's reality warping.
Yeah. But, like...
So she actually created a reality...
Yeah.
In that bubble that it actually did happen.
Yeah,
so
I'm saying she wasn't pregnant before that.
No.
Like, she didn't...
She made herself pregnant.
Yeah, exactly. She created it all by herself. It was all imagined, basically.
But
her imagine can create reality.
Yeah, so it was.
But it was all imagined because she wasn't actually pregnant. So if the other Wandas also did that, it would have made more sense.
It's a lot of pregnant Wandas.
The multiverse is just pregnant Wandas everywhere. But, like, because she can do that, it would have made more sense. Maybe that is what happened. But it would have been cool if that was like the thing. Like, no, there are no real kids. You just made them all.
Yeah.
Like, you made them up. Like, they're real.
No one wants to marry you. You're an awful person.
They're real, but it's not like you actually ever had a real family. You just
Commit Tower Side.
Everyone created this delusion.
So, you guys ever watch the CW DC shows at all?
No. I watched some of Flash. Like the first season, I think.
So, I don't know what they did in the first season for this, but I know they did a little bit of time travel. I think it was near the end. But during the later seasons, it was different timelines and different worlds. They'd actually go into the multiverse.
Dang.
So, any characters that died or went evil, there'd so happenly be another person that was the person that they actually wanted that would just end up in their world.
Yeah.
Like, there's one character, I think he died a couple times, and the new version of him would just show up.
Yeah.
It's just like, so now in Marvel,
hey guys, I filed my application a week ago. You guys took it was a little longer to respond than.
Well, it's like in Marvel now, if they want to kill off the new Captain Marvel, I forget his name, Nightwing.
Yeah.
Is it not Nightwing?
Nightwing.
Oh, Falcon.
Yeah, Falcon.
They want to kill off Falcon. Oh no! Now there's Earth 633 Falcon that shows up, and like
that is one of my problems with the multiverse concept in general. Is just if there's infinite worlds, then like none of the worlds really matter, because for every world that this choice happens, there's another world where the opposite choice happens.
Yeah.
So it's like, sure, they killed Thanos in this world line, but there's like a million other ones where Thanos just won.
Right.
So it's like, why not? Why does it? You just pick this random world line when all these other ones can have the exact opposite thing. And it's like, does it even matter that like this world line was saved? I guess, but like,
well, it's like in when they went to Illuminati. Like universe.
That world is screwed over.
Oh yeah, so bad. But also their heroes, the Illuminati, was apparently so powerful that they just like wasted Thanos.
Yeah, they died to Scarlet Witch with no issue.
Yeah, they died to Scarlet Witch, which proves Scarlet Witch was more powerful, but yet a teenage girl that just believed in herself beat her?
Okay, she didn't really beat her because she just showed her the world and she went in there and changed her mind.
The point I was making is she just believed in herself and her powers.
That is the problem. That is one of the weakest storytelling things that is used so much, of just like believe in yourself, and it's like, okay.
I give it to anime for friendship being the ultimate superpower.
Yeah, it is the ultimate superpower.
But believing in yourself?
To be fair, her whole, maybe she doesn't. Okay, let's imagine she didn't believe in herself. Her whole thing was like, once I get really super scared to like life and death, then I can open up a portal. Maybe she just got really super scared again.
She was currently on the operating table being sucked.
That's true.
to death. Like her power's being sucked out of her.
Yeah.
And that would have been super scary, but nothing happened then.
Yeah.
No.
It was only after Undead. Okay, Undead Doctor Strange was actually freaking cool.
He was really cool.
I did like Undead
the whole
Doctor
spirit
Strange.
flying cloak.
That's great.
Was amazing. See, that's the aspects of the Sam Raimi movie I loved.
Yeah.
The horror Wanda in the alternate universe that just like goes full like Evil Dead on people.
Yeah.
The hot dog scene was great. The undead Doctor Strange dude, that was amazing.
Yeah. I have to say the hot dog scene, when it's just like the guy's a jerk, so he just like curses him with like punching himself for like 2 weeks. I'm like, wow, you just murdered that guy.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. It's like, you can't eat, you can't do anything. You're just punching yourself to death. You're literally cursed this guy to like the worst possible death ever.
So for the people that don't follow Sam Raimi movies, Sam Raimi helped make / directed the original Evil Dead horror movie.
And Ash versus Evil Dead.
And Ash versus the Evil Dead. The actor to the Evil Dead series is Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell was the hot dog man.
Oh, that's
in the Evil Dead. His hand gets infected and fights him throughout most of the movie.
That's
so
awesome.
It was like the ultimate throwback.
That's a great reference.
When the spell made his hand fight him.
That's amazing.
Like it was great. Did you see the after credit scene? Okay. Where he's like, "Oh, it's finally over." Like that was great. I don't know. I did like Sam Raimi's directing style for the movie, like the sound design, the cinematography.
Yeah.
I love that he brought back his transition cuts Like there's one of Wong where like they had like the standard like up and down frame when they're doing something, and that shifts where Wong like spins in the frame like the old Batman transitions. Like that was cool.
That was cool. Okay, so it wasn't written by Sam Raimi.
No, it's directed.
So it was just directed. A lot of times the director will write it too.
Oh, okay.
But that makes sense because I really like the directing and I didn't love the story.
That's what I meant. Like I call it a good Sam Raimi film.
Yeah.
The story sucked.
Story was pretty mediocre.
I think he did good with what he was given.
I liked the first Doctor Strange. I thought it was pretty
I loved
good.
it too. I want to rewatch it again.
Yeah. Like I wish I had really high hopes for the second Doctor Strange, and then it was just kind of like, I don't know. Part of it, I felt like they should have done more. They should have gone more crazy.
It got hijacked for the sake of expanding the story of the Marvel Universe. Like if they would have made it a true standalone film where it was him fighting another one of his like super villain guys, like, that would have been great.
The problem is they shoved in Wanda to be a villain that like felt really awkward.
They had to give more like nostalgia factor of like the Illuminati and Captain Carter.
Like if they did, they should have done more Illuminati stuff. Like they could have made a whole, I don't know. There was also the setup that like the biggest threat we see to the multiverse is you, Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And so I was waiting for that to happen. Yeah. And then it never happened. It was just like, where's the... Because in the trailer, there was evil Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And that was totally fake. Like, evil Doctor Strange never...
The evil Doctor Strange was the guy at the end I thought, which was a really cool Sam Raimi, like, special light. Like, that was cool.
But,
I did like that.
It was, like, barely any part of the show. Like, I wanted to see... evil Doctor Strange like taking over the multiverse.
It would have been cool if like, okay, here's like the ultimate twist.
Yeah.
Wanda is going on a rampage. She does the sleepwalking thing to the Illuminati world, but when she gets there, it's like totally like like the Illuminati is just decimated because Doctor Strange just like killed them all.
Yeah. Or they could have had Wanda like start to like go after them, not necessarily kill a bunch of people, but just like chase after them, be really desperate. Like, I will kill this girl to get this power for my goals or whatever, but I won't do anything else.
Right? She was just like,
she's too dangerous anyways.
She'll just do the Batman maim and wound.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
And so she could have more reasonable like motives of like, this girl is too dangerous anyways. I can just take her power. I can hide in my own place and everyone will be safe. Yeah. Then it makes more sense.
She kind of sounded like she wanted to do that.
Yeah, that was part of her goal, but at the same time, they just did the Marvel, this person's super evil now.
Yeah, thing. It went out the door as soon as she was like, fine, I'll go blow up this whole temple.
Yeah. So they could have done that, and she's like chasing them, and then it gets to the point where evil Doctor Strange shows up, and then Doctor Strange is like, look, this guy's way more dangerous to your kids or whatever, and then they have to team up to fight evil Doctor Strange.
That would have been
like,
cool.
They could have done so many different things, but it just felt lackluster that it was like, and then... they stopped Wanda because she saw her kids and felt bad.
Yeah.
Even though America's power was siphoned, she was able to somehow open a portal with ease.
Yep.
Well, that was another thing I wasn't sure about. Like, was the spell Wanda was doing constantly, like, taking her power?
She got siphoned multiple times.
Yeah, like Doctor Strange, the first bad Doctor Strange, or the morally gray Doctor Strange, siphoned some of her power, as well as the demon beast.
It must be like a downloading thing where if you cancel the download,
it just goes back. Like all of her power just like
it's like nope.
Yeah,
goes back.
Must be like that because like also when she was in the temple, she was being siphoned for like seemed like 20
long time.
A while.
Yeah. Like it was
like,
enough.
How slow are you?
Like, let me put it this way: Doctor Strange was hoping to siphon her power out before the monster killed him.
Yeah,
and she's here with 20 minutes of time just siphoning and getting nowhere.
Yeah, it's like the world's longest Fortnite revive.
What if the siphon thing was just total bullcrap? Like it doesn't actually do anything. They were doing it wrong the whole time. Just like I can do this. This is the right thing to do. And she's just like, ouch, it hurts.
It's like in battle royale games where you think you're like trying to undown your friend, and it turns out like your cursor was just off of them, so you're doing nothing.
It's a multiverse, so things like Hunter x Hunter exist. So he was siphoning Nen when he was supposed to be siphoning her superpower.
Oh, if it's a multiverse, then Jujutsu Kaisen exists, which means he was also siphoning off just cursed energy instead of actual.
Does this mean high school DxT exists?
Yes, he was siphoning off
the breast.
horniness.
The whole time it was just like this thing shows up, this like a list of like all the things you can siphon, and she's just scrolling through it and like, forget it, I'll just click all of them. Like,
your download shall take 27 hours.
Like, dang it, I should have clicked them all. I only needed this one. I have to delete all the other ones.
Can I cancel these? Frick, I can't cancel.
It's like when you go to download a software and they add on other software to it. It's
Yeah.
like, no.
By the time you're done, you've downloaded the Constitution of the United States as well as Japan's firewall.
See, I wanted to download just C7-zip, but then I forgot to unclick McAfee, and now I'm stuck here for 20 minutes.
She just yeets her like computer spirit thing out the window and is like, my kids aren't worth this.
I think my favorite moment in the new Doctor Strange movie was when the evil Doctor Strange was like, "Have you ever had that dream where you were falling? That was probably me."
Okay, evil Doctor Strange was cool.
Yeah,
I wish he would have been the villain.
I do too.
Yeah,
instead of just the end boss fight.
Yeah,
like the mini boss of the boss fight.
Well,
I wish this was the guy they had a fight to get to.
Yeah,
like that would have been cool. Where like Wanda, like if he was like actually killing off all like the Doctor Stranges, and like Doctor Strange and Wanda had to team up to like get to his universe and like kill him.
Yeah,
I think what would have made more sense is because of how the evil Doctor Strange was when he brought the one girl. Like, you can have this if I can have her.
Yeah,
I felt like if evil Doctor Strange was trying to get another version of her, the girl character, I feel like he could have been a good good main villain, where he's just like, yeah, no, so all the Doctor Stranges are dying from all the other worlds and they're trying to steal this one person, but they end up dying or something.
Weird.
Yeah.
So the evil Doctor Strange is referenced in What If. There's an evil Doctor Strange in What If that continuously tries going back in time to save his girlfriend, and he ends up like collapsing his whole universe.
Oh dang.
So like that's like what happens to like Doctor Strange when he goes that far.
Yeah.
The evil Doctor Strange in the Multiverse Madness is like at the midway point. Like he killed everything, but he didn't like destroy the whole universe.
Those are cool concepts.
Yeah.
The problem with Marvel villains is just that they're so like super evil for like no reason.
Right.
Like they just go totally off the rails.
I didn't even feel that Wanda was. She didn't feel like a villain to me. She didn't feel evil. She didn't feel like a villain.
Well, she was just like killing people for no reason.
She just felt like she was just there and a menace to society.
Yeah. She wasn't like, I'm gonna take over the world. She was just like a serial killer, like thug.
She felt like that guy that sits in the back of the bus in the middle of the night, and you got to try and not make eye contact with him as you're just sitting there like, oh, I hope he doesn't notice that we're the only two on this bus other than the bus driver.
Yeah. I was thinking about saying something. I don't remember what I wanted to talk about.
I don't know. I think this is a good way to kind of end up our thoughts.
Yeah.
Probably end the episode because it's getting a little late.
Okay, so Boom, how would you rate the new Doctor Strange?
Well, I already said it on Twitter. So I'm going to
now.
say... This might sound weird. I'm going to explain why I rate it this way. 9 out of 10.
Okay. It's because of the Sam Raimi.
Because you can watch it as a single movie
I did like
and
that.
have a good time with it because of the way he directed it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a good movie in that way. But like I said, it's a horrible Marvel movie, and it's an even more worse Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I think it's meh.
The last thing I wanted to mention was like, I wish they just went more wild with it. It felt like they started to go crazy and then were like constrained by like normal writing principles and stuff. Like, I wish they had another object. Like, they had the random book thing. Like, why is that book the only thing in the entire multiverse that everyone used? Like, couldn't there be more than just this one book?
I don't like that.
I would have liked to see Evil Doctor Strange have a different item or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a story. That's just a movie thing where they're like, we showed this in the first half of the movie. We have to show it throughout the rest of the movie. Like, just show us some new things. You're in the multiverse. It would have been way better.
The good book got destroyed in no time flat also.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty dumb.
Like, there was so many, like, weird red herring things. I don't know. I would give it, like, a 6 out of 10. Like, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. It had good moments.
I'm seeing. Like, it was okay.
It had cool moments, and like the thing where Doctor Strange like undead Doctor Strange, Marvel Zombies Doctor Strange, takes like all the spirit things and like harnesses them. That's the kind of weird Marvel stuff I like.
That's what I want to see from Doctor Strange.
The whole like, oh, I have powers to like punch the star into the wall.
Powers.
Yeah, and then it just comes out of nowhere that I can suddenly like use it is the kind of Marvel stuff, Marvel weirdness I don't like. Also, Wanda was a bad villain.
An egregious villain. I didn't like how in the end he just used the book once and then he all of a sudden got a third eye. Then the lady popped out of nowhere and then they threw him into a wormhole. I didn't like that personally. It made no sense.
I didn't mind that. I didn't think it was great. I feel like in earlier Marvel movies they had like their end credit scene and it was like mind blowing because it was like, oh dang, they're the Avengers. They're all gonna come together.
Yeah,
and
when
now
Nick
it's
Fury
just like
sits at like the bar
random person comes out of nowhere. Doctor Strange develops a third eye, and then it's just like now into this random like.
Oh, really quick!
I did like Doctor Strange having a third eye.
The third eye though is the worst CGI I have seen in a movie in a while.
It looks like those like Instagram things where they just like put the mouth over the eyes or whatever.
It
looked like that.
So fake. It had no depth. It had like no like physical like dimension. It just looked like it was a screen pasted.
Yeah. We should also mention that this is like the most violent Marvel movie ever made.
It was great.
It was like
I very much enjoyed
from the very beginning where there's the giant like eye monster and he just like stabs through it and yeets the whole eye out and it shows all of it. I was like, oh dang.
I might be misremembering this, but when the guy with the fork on his head, what I think is Black Bolt, when he screams and like he just like jellos his brain.
His brain jellos.
Everybody in the movie theater was just like, oh
yeah.
And then his head hits the floor and it's just like splat. And you're like, oh
yeah. That was brutal.
I will say, really good on Marvel's end, where it looks like Wanda's drenched in blood, but in all actuality, it's just grease from the Ultron drones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is what it is.
I was like, no way they have her drenched
that.
in blood. I look close. I'm like, oh, that's just grease.
I didn't even think about that. That's
the
hilarious.
Ultron bots are like, desist, and she's holding the head as it's saying that.
I just assumed that was blood. That is so funny.
Yeah, like it was really smart because it looks like blood, and you're like, oh, that looks like,
and it gives
such
that horror
like a horror
movie. Yeah.
And then I look close. I'm like, that's not blood because she's wearing like that gray and white. If that was blood, it would have showed up different.
This is a movie where parents that just randomly take their kids to Marvel movies, no matter what, are going to be like, oh, maybe I should stop just mindlessly taking my kids to Marvel movies.
Here's the best part. This is the first Marvel movie my younger sister went to watch with me. I just kept on looking over at her like, oh God, she's either going to be traumatized or a horror fan.
Yeah. She's not too young, though. Like, some people take their, like, 6-year-olds or whatever. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, we saw a couple kids in there, like actual
We saw a baby.
Well, we kind of went with a baby, but...
The baby is just like, oh yes.
I mean, the baby did better than some of the grown men that were in
there. True as well.
What?
Yeah, we had a really loud Marvel fan in the theater.
Me and Boom are used to sitting in the VIP seats. I vote never again with the current seating that we had. VIP seats all the way from now on.
You should have saw. He's been on our other podcast, so I can say his name. You should have saw Paul.
Yeah.
Paul is like, I think he's like 6'5", 6'6".
Oh yeah.
You should have seen him sitting in the seat. He looked so uncomfortable.
He looked like the big guy in the small Prius.
Yeah. I felt so bad for him. But then when we went to watch Northman and he came with us,
we were in the VIP seats.
We were all lounging out on the VIP seats and stuff.
Yeah,
I love the
VIP
seats.
are so great.
It's great because I don't have to have my tray in my lap. I just set it on the table of an armrest.
If they were available, it's kind of stupid not to get them because like regular seating's $10.
Yeah, they're like
$10.50 if it's like a prime time. And VIP seats are like between $13 and $14.
Yeah, it's only a few dollars more usually.
Yeah, and
it's like $2-3.
Me and Boom have the VIP monthly thing, so free movies anyway. We get free VIP seats.
Nice. Yeah. Totally worth it.
But anyways, did you give your...
Yeah, what's your review?
I rate it like a 5 out of 10, I'd say.
It's fair.
So just
mediocre.
Meh.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, but I also didn't.
Yeah. It's not a movie you go away from and like, yes, that was amazing.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't like
It's a movie you
The
walk away
Northman
from
when we watched it.
Yeah.
It was better than
You walk away from it and you're like, huh.
than the dumb romance movie we watched.
Oh god.
It was better than that, but it was worse than everything else I've seen in that theater.
Have we
Yeah.
talked about our experience of becoming movie theater goers?
Maybe we should do this next podcast.
We should
Probably,
do that
yeah.
next podcast. Me and Pyrolis, I think, have a pretty good rant / like informative tale about becoming movie goers.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a little bit.
Somehow this like reversed, and now I'm the one that's watching all the anime, and you guys are just watching
I know
movies.
it's kind of great. Well, it's when you have free time and you only have like a couple hours.
Yeah.
It's like I kind of want to go do something like somewhat special.
Yeah.
Boom
And a
lives,
movie,
like, 10
movie
minutes away
gives
from
you a
the
full experience.
Yeah.
You're just like, you watch the movie, you're
Yeah.
done.
But we've had some weird experiences in the last seen 7 movies so far.
At least, yeah.
So like yeah.
Nice.
We've seen some good ones. Well, we've seen all good ones, one very bad one.
Did you watch like have you rewatched any movies, or have you just seen a different movie each time?
I have rewatched Morbius.
You watched
Okay.
Morbius a few times. I've rewatched The Batman, I believe.
Yes. No.
Nice.
You rewatched shoot. What was it? We went and watched it. See, we've watched so many of them. I kind
Yeah.
of forgot all of them that we've
We
seen.
watched
so
Sonic the Hedgehog the second.
You
Oh,
rewatched that, yeah.
No, I didn't rewatch that.
Yeah, you did.
No, that was the first time I've seen it.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
you said you
No.
rewatched it with me.
No.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I'm
Nice.
I'm the only one that's rewatched.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're watching all new
Didn't you
movies,
go
Dan?
and see Batman like twice or something?
That's why I said I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We were.
Yeah.
I thought you watched it a couple times as well.
I've only watched it once.
Okay. Who watched it a couple times? Oh, somebody. It was probably you. Now that I think about it.
Rewatching movies is fun. Good.
Every time I go there, it's great. I take like a handful of Morbius posters.
How many you guys? So
I got
far?
40.
Oh, that's great. The first. Okay, really quick before we end this, because we're basically at an hour and a half.
Yeah.
The first time, me and him just got out of watching. I think it was Morbius.
It was
for me
Morbius.
The second time. So it was the last showing of the night. So
Mhm.
we were
Nick Snazzy
cleaning
Pants
up.
was there as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we see the Morbius, or he sees the Morbius posters. Well, there's a guy.
Should I tell this story since you were in the bathroom at the time?
Yeah, probably.
So-
I just know the second hand.
Me and McSnazzy, we were walking out, and McSnazzy like walks past me, and I see the poster. I'm like, "It's posters," and he looks at me and is like, "Those aren't for us." Like, what do you mean they're not for us? They're obviously there. We're anyone can take them.
Yeah.
So I go over and I like take 2 for myself, and he's like, "You shouldn't be doing that, bro. And why not?" And it's like, "I don't think they're for us." And he's like, he goes to whisper, he's like, "But I will take 1 from you if you get more than 1." I'm like, "Okay, in that case, I'll get 3." And then I remember that Boom was in the bathroom. I was like, "I'll get 4." And then like I was contemplating getting more, but then Mick Snazzy started walking off. I was like, I should probably follow him. And I was walking away. This worker that was just watching me comes over, takes his drink, and walks away. I kind of think he felt I might have taken that too if he gave me enough time. Not gonna lie.
Well, he was just like the way Mick Snazzy Pants told it to me is he's like eyeballing Pyrolis while he was looking at the posters. Like he was afraid he was gonna take his drink and all the posters at the same time.
Yeah.
He's like, free posters, free drink, sick.
I got 2 posters. Boom got 1. McSnazzle got another one. And
But anyways,
I've been slowly collecting them whenever we go.
we
Nice.
won't use up all of our cool stories from the movie theater, but we got some pretty good tales from the movie theater.
Nice. So stay tuned. Subscribe to
And hit
Baka-Talk
that like button
and
because that does absolutely nothing.
unsubscribe and subscribe again.
Please don't. It gives me a minor heart attack each time I see we lose subscribers.
Feed
Please
my
don't.
feed my endorphins.
Your endorphins.
My endorphins.
You mean your?
Yeah. Yeah. I've discovered the
Oh
soundboard.
God. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. If you want to follow us anywhere, if you want to follow the podcast anywhere, you can look in the description.
Yeah.
If you want to follow Pyrolis, you can follow him on Pyrolis 2.
Yeah.
If you want to follow, Weez, you can follow him at KBW Author and KBW on YouTube.
Yes.
All right.
And WW Wrestling on YouTube as well.
No. You can subscribe to both channels, but watch KBW more.
Unfortunately, KBW.
You
Wrestling
also
doesn't
have
post it.
really well made and very thought out KBW magic videos.
I made a couple of those and then
stopped?
Yeah.
He knows how to make fireballs. That's all he does.
I should get back to it if I feel like it. But so far
That makes sense.
I've been addicted to making anime reviews.
Hey, that's good. That's what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. Everybody say goodbye.
El soy kunguru.
Jam meow.
See y'all later.
Can't say bye twice.
Jam meow.
That was 3 times.